Me and Sam are back at it again, drafting cards and dueling hard, but this time it's Generation Next. Each week we'll open 4 of each core GX pack and add a single card from each to our collections. Then build decks and throw down. The loser gets to ban 1 card, but the winner takes 1 step closer to 10 wins and becoming GX champion. Join us as we try to build the 3 or 4 good decks available in this series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Generation Draft GX. Well, goodbye my Warwolf. The old, no entry. So we'll summon out Grandma. We'll go to battle. Grandma will attack. Then we will activate Call of the Haunted and try and lock this up.
Yeah. I'm just...
Oh, triple cool. Come in and clutch this game. Welcome back to another episode of Generation Draft GX Era. Last week we did manage to take down Sam in the Neos Turbo Mirror match, and he banned our Call of the Haunted. That does mean that this week we're only getting 5 of our side set, which is Premium Pack 2. Let's fire on in and see what we can find. I think Athena is worth taking here. It's kind of a pain to summon, but if you can get it out, it is an okay boss monster. Pack number 2, Mizuki and Anata. Now this is a tricky one. Mizuki is really awkward because I think a lot of the really good zombies are high rarity, and we already have some okay reptile stuff. So I think we're going to take the Anata here. Although I think Mizuki is a better card, I don't think we're going to be able to make use of this unless we get very, very lucky. Pack number 3. Valhalla is really good. This can cheat out fairy monsters, and we do now have a fairy monster worth cheating out, so maybe. Pack number 4. Another Athena or another Anata. I think we're going to take the Anata here. Athena's good, but I think with only 1 copy of Valhalla, it's a bit tricky. So I think we are going to take the Anata here. Pack number 5. Another Valhalla. Okay. This is an interesting one. 2 Valhalla. I don't know if we have other fairies that are big and worth summoning. If we do, this could be really, really interesting. It's now a bit of a shame we didn't take the second Athena, because I don't know how much use we're going to get out of Anata. But yeah, this is our opening, so let's go and open our main sets and see if we can keep this going. Alright, let's open our main sets and hope we get something good. Pack number 1. Ultimate Insect level 7. I can't really do anything with this, unfortunately. I'd have to hard tribute summon it. We don't have any way to like cheat it out or anything. So I think it's just going to be Clayman here. That'll be our 3rd. Pack number 3. Wing Karibo is funny. I don't think there's a world in which this card is actually useful. We'll take it. We'll take Wing Karibo. It is funny, and if we do manage to somehow get out a Wing Karibo level 10, that'd be really, really funny. So, right, Cybernetic Revolution. There's not going to be a lot we can find in there. I guess UFO-roid is the big chase. Cyber Dragon, unfortunately, is banned, but that is the 3rd one we've pulled from Cybernetic Revolution, so that's kind of funny. Pack number 2. Skyscraper is fine, I think. We'll take a Skyscraper. Pack number 4. UFO-roid. Okay, this is a good pull, because that now means that we can Future Fusion into turboing a warrior monster into the graveyard, which I guess would be Neos. Now that we've lost Call of the Haunted, that might not be as strong, but that's potential. Enemy of Justice. Let's see what we can get from here. Pack number 1. Well, there's the ultra rare Dreadmaster. We don't need Dreadmaster. We do kind of want Herald, though. We'll take Herald of the Purple Light. Right, Power of the Duelist. Pack number 1. Alien Warrior. This is really good. That's 2 Alien Warriors. I think if we get a 3rd, we might just bring aliens that week. So, pack number 4. Dusted Gold is not bad. Warrior of Atlantis was also pretty good, right? Just adds a Legendary Ocean. Okay, we'll take the Captain Gold. Might come up. Pack number 4. Frost and Flame Dragon. Banishing 1 fire and 2 monsters from your graveyard. Cannot be summoned in any ways. Up to 10, just 1 card, type 1 monster from the field and destroy it. Yeah, we'll take a Frost and Flame. This might actually be really useful later. It's just a secret rare, so it's not bad. Pack number 2. Well, there's Laquari. I think that might be our 2nd, so I guess we'll take that. Pack number 4. Cunning of the 6 Samurai. Have a quick gander. Okay, we'll take Cunning. We'll take Cunning. It's a super. Pack number 2. Oh, don't give me 2 good cards both at once. Alright, Dark Nephthys. If you have 3 more Dark Monsters in your graveyard and this card is in your hand, you can banish 2 of them from your graveyard. Send this card from your hand to the graveyard during your next standby phase after this card was sent to the graveyard by this effect. Special summon this card from the graveyard. When this card is special summon, target 1 spell trap card on the field and destroy it. As long as we're playing some Darks, Dark Nephthys is pretty good. Then we also have Gigaplant, who is also really, really good. We already have a copy of Gigaplant. It's going to be a while before we can do anything with Gigaplant. I think we're going to take the Dark Nephthys. It's the harder one to pull. Gigaplant, we're going to realistically want 3, and we're going to want 3 of the cards to summon it, so that's probably still a long ways away, but Dark Nephthys we could maybe jam this week, depending on what we've got. Alright, final pack of the opening. Can we get something amazing in the close? Some really big Light Swarm Bomb. Judgment Dragon would be fantastic here. Or another Industrial Strength? No. What we do get, however, I guess, is Lady in White. We'll take that. Alright, there we go. Not the best opening, but definitely not a terrible one. We've got the Skyscraper, which is okay. UFO returns on some stuff. We've got the third Silver, which can be pretty good. We've got a few more bits and bobs for like our banner strategy. A few more bits and bobs for the reptiles. Nothing like crazy good. We did get the Dark Nephthys and the Frost and Flame Dragon, which are pretty good cards, but they are build-arounds. We do need to kind of build a deck that facilitates using those cards. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm not feeling super great about these pools, but I'm not feeling awful either. This is a bit mid, I think. So let's fire into deck edit, see what we can come up with. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Chaos, kind of. So we pulled some interesting cards this week. We pulled Dark Nephthys. This is a very powerful boss monster, 2400 attack. If you have 3 more Dark monsters in your graveyard, and this card is in your hand, you can banish 2 of them from your graveyard, send this card from your hand to the graveyard. During your next standby phase, after this card was sent to the graveyard by this effect, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. When it is special summoned, target 1 spell trap card on the field and destroy the target. So a little bit of a delay, but we can cheat out a 2400 attack guy that can pop a spell trap pretty good. We also have our other boss monsters in Voltanis, who when we activate a counter trap can special summon itself from the hand. We have to sacrifice at least 1 monster to get it out, and for each fairy we attribute, we get to pop a card on the field. Then we have Sky Scourge Enrise. This is kind of the first part of the Chaos Engine. But cannot be normal summoned to set, must be special summoned by removing from play 3 light fairies and 1 dark fiend, and once per turn we can remove from play 1 face monster on the field. If we activate this effect it cannot attack, so it's kind of like a Chaos Sorcerer with 100 more attack, but a much harder summoning condition. Then we have Norlaras, which is cannot be summoned to set, has to be summoned by banishing a light fairy and 3 dark fiends from the graveyard. We can pay 1000 life points, send all cards on the field and in both players' hands to the graveyard, and then draw 1 card. So again, it's like a baby Chaos Emperor dragon. So the final kind of boss monster of the deck is Athena. So this is a level 7 monster, and it's 2600 attack, which is not bad, light fairy. If another fairy monster is summoned, inflict 600 damage to your opponent. Once per turn, you can send 1 face-up fairy monster you control to the graveyard, except Athena, special summon a fairy type monster from your graveyard, except Athena. So again, these boss monsters are all pretty cool, but they do work quite well together because, again, these two require light fairies and dark fiends, requires a lot of darks, requires fairies, and again, it's fairies. So we're kind of playing this Dark World counter fairy build with things like the Zur, the Silver, and the Brow, which is the Dark Fiend section of the deck, which we can then use with Dark World Lightning. We can use them with Gateway to Dark World to keep spamming them out. A lot of the monsters are dark, so we can use Dark Illusion to keep them around. And we can discard with Dark Deal, which will trigger the additional effects. And then the light side of the deck is Majestic Mech Ochres, the Bountiful Artemises, Layard, we have the Honest. So quite a few good fairy cards, and Valhalla Hall of the Fallen is another new card we got. We got 2 copies of this, which is really, really good, because we can use this to cheat out our Majestic Mech Ochres and our Athena and get just a lot of really strong monsters out on the field. So the rest of the spell traps are basically just good stuff, and then we've got this little suite of counter traps. Hopefully we don't brick on these, but these are pretty good for triggering Bountiful Artemis. Basically turns them into a 1-for-1. They can trigger Layard if we're later into the game, we've already got a lot of cards banished, and they are good for triggering Voltanis and getting it out. So the side deck, again, not really much to say in here. We have DD Survivor in case Sam brings kind of a Macrocosmos strategy. We have the Grave Hate in the 3 Transmigration and the DD Crow. We've got the Karma Cuts in the side because we don't really want to be discarding very much. This deck is really going to be discarding quite a lot, and it's quite a resource intensive deck. We might end up bringing these in if we feel that we really need them. We've got the Miraculous Descent, which again brings back the fairies that are banished, so Majestic Mech Ochre would be a really good one for this, or Athena if we banish them for things like our Enrise and Norlaras. And then more counter traps depending on what Sam's on, because these 2 can be dead unless Sam specifically has ways to trigger them. Yeah, so this is the deck. We're feeling reasonably confident. If we are able to get our game plan going, I think we easily take this. Our boss monsters are pretty broken. They're very, very dominant if they actually get summoned. It's going to depend what Sam's on. So let's fire it in and see what Sam's got for us. So yeah, last week was an interesting matchup. We had... Oh, what was it? I was on the Neos Turbo deck. And you were on What were you on?
Same. We were both on discard Neos, get it to the grave, special summon it back.
Yeah. And then alright, so I managed to win that mirror. I think I lost that mirror last time, so I got my mirror revenge, I guess, which was good for me, I guess. Did you get any interesting pulls this week, I suppose is the question.
I don't think so, not this week. I'm showing something off this week. I'm trying something against you.
Okay.
Which I've been cooking.
You've been cooking.
But no, I've not got anything. I'm really waiting for like. I mean, a Judgment Dragon wouldn't do it because I just don't have the pulls. But like, you know, I'm waiting for that dad.
Like a dad or a.
Just something where I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is a little bit lackluster in GX because it's like we were joking before. There's only really like 3 really good decks in the GX era, which is what the Glad Beasts, Light Sworn, and the Dad deck. There's like, you know, some playable decks like Dark World, like
Battery Man.
Yeah, Elemental Heroes are like playable, but like, you know, they're kind of a tier below those 3 upper echelon decks. Yeah, my deck is similar, I guess. It's something I've been cooking for a while, and we're gonna take it for a spin. I do think this deck is very strong as long as it isn't brick, so we'll have to see if you can take up the challenge and see if you can topple it. Shall we?
I'm excited.
Shall we fire it in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go. Ooh. Ah.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can go first, mate.
I thought you might. I will set, and I will normal summon Zer, Knight of Dark World. I'll pass on that.
You are on something.
Oh yeah, I'm on something.
Okay, well, I'll normal summon this guy.
Okay. Slightly bigger guy.
Yeah.
I'll take the 100. That's a tricky draw. Okay, we'll force something out of you, I guess. I will normal summon Oka. We'll swing in.
This is a pretty good no-end target.
Yeah, it's not bad. I will set another back row and pass. Goodbye, Oka. No, I can't. Okay, so we're on just vanilla beats at the moment. Gotta say, so far your deck looks a lot more boring than mine.
All you've done is summon Oka over me, okay?
I've summoned a Zer, which is more flavorful than a 19. He's obviously in there for a reason. Set pass.
Yeah, see, yikes. I'm just gonna have to hope that the beats work. Because,
Well, if I don't draw any monsters, it's going to.
yeah, well, Plan A isn't working, so Plan B is 1900 beats.
We still aren't drawing any monsters. There's not a lot I can do. Alright, well we can live a turn. But I think this is probably over. I'm too low on life points at this point. Alright, we'll fire off Darkwood Lightning, target this.
Okay.
I will then set and pass. We'll activate Drastic Drop Off here. I'll activate Voltanis.
Okay. And I'll hit the calm.
Alright, next game. Not the best opening. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any bloody monsters. We ended up losing all of our life points, and then you just had the out anyway. Right, we're going second.
So was drastic drop off? That was a counter trap, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah, it's a counter trap.
Okay. All right.
Alright, I guess we'll just fire this off. Target this.
Yes. I think this target kind of actually missed it. I started panicking. So I was like, I'm pretty sure he targeted this one, but now when I hover over, it's not saying.
MST the other one.
Yeah, alright.
I will normal summon out Bountiful Artemis.
Okay.
And I'll set 2 cards. Pass. And we will drastic drop off.
Well, that's annoying. Alright, let's run into this negate trap.
Oh no, we're gonna run into Honest, mate.
Okay, that's actually a lot less worried. Honest is gone.
Honest is gone. You're not wrong. Let's tribute summon out my silver.
Okay.
Let's get him a silver. And we'll pass on that. This game's getting a lot better.
That's funny, but... DD Crow?
Okay.
Creature swap.
He did have a creature. I think is this the first time we've used creature swap?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't quite do it.
How have I drawn? There's a card in my hand. I've had it both games, and I'm like, it's a one-off. Oh, I am in trouble.
Right, we hit my Layard. Right, so many draws that out this. Come on. It's not one of them. We'll pass on that.
Yugioh?
Why are you on Yugioh? Is this just for the Dark Calling play again?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I think that's game.
My deck. Okay.
Your deck
My
was
deck
boring
to
as
you
hell.
looked nothing like vanilla beats.
It was just vanilla beats.
I mean, it wasn't.
It was vanilla beats. You can't prove otherwise. All you did was normal summon 19s and attack. To be fair, if you didn't exactly take my silver, I think you just lost this game. I have... I mean, do you want to get a game 3 before we do shit?
Yeah,
because
let's
this
go
was so
for it.
quick.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Normal summon mole and pass.
Okay. Set. Summon out Artemis. Pass.
Okay.
We'll drop you off.
That's fine. Summon the Sabersaurus.
Okay. That's fine.
We had to do it that way in case you Volterist me. Needed the Grand Mole open.
No, we'll just get rid of this Grand Mole now.
Yeah, I thought you might.
And then we're going to deal with this Sabersaurus as well. On your vanilla beatdown deck.
I was actually... My initial
We'll
thing was running 3 Ochre. And I actually took it out because of no entry.
I'm playing Ochre for other reasons.
Yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, it looks like my deck just turned into...
But when you're
you're
playing like what 3 Sabersaurus, 3 Zer, 3.
No, I'm playing 1 Zer. I'm playing 10 normal monsters.
Set pass.
It's just all my deck can produce those same normal monsters over and over. Chainsaw Insect.
It's a shame, as I was really looking forward to playing this deck, and it's just done nothing. I've just not drawn the cards like in the order I needed to.
I'll give you an extra draw. Set 1.
I mean, yeah, set, pass.
Yeah, it's literally only giving me...
You're just playing normal monster beatdown.
It's literally only a quarter of my deck, but it's all I can draw.
I mean, I've got nothing. I've got 3 counter traps down, and you're not doing anything. Yeah, that was very underwhelming. I guess you want to send me over your list so we can actually see what you were doing other than normal monster beatdown. Okay, so yeah, shit ton of normal monster beatdown. Okay, so you are on the demise. You just yeah. So this is just, I guess. I don't even know if you could call this a demise deck. You've only got 1 demise.
I have 1 demise. I've got 1 ruin. I've got the dark calling, the miracle fusion.
Yeah, this is just like a massive beatdown deck with demise in it. I mean, realistically, there's like so much more beatdown than there is demise here.
Well, I have to have the normal monsters for demise, right?
Oh yeah, but you don't have to have this many. You know, that's just how that goes, right? I mean,
yeah,
even
what other normal monsters am I going to run?
No. What I mean is, even the like demise plus Doomdozer decks back in the day only ran 6 normal monsters.
Yes, but that's constructed, right?
Oh yeah, but that's what I mean. You still chose to play a large spread of normal monsters when you could have not, right? You could have put, you know, a bit more spice in there, but you just went for the beats.
I mean, I needed the alien shock troopers. I needed the Yugioh. And it was like, I have to, like, again, the thing that I had to deck build around was Gene Warped Werewolf. Because he literally beats me week in, week out.
Well,
so...
I don't know, when you said you were like cooking something, I was like, I don't know, I was expecting something really spicy. I'll show you what I was on, and you'll see the real spice. Unfortunately, again, it didn't get to do any of what it does. So in that game too, when you took my silver, I had Sky Scourge Enrise in hand with 3 fairies and no fiends in my graveyard.
Yeah, I was trying to... I actually have a deck outline for this as well, and it was just... It's so clunky. You just have so many, like, just not summonable dudes.
See, that wasn't a problem I had at all in any of the games. I had the Voltanis in one game, and I had the Enrise in the other, and that was kind of it. And again, Enrise, literally, you do, like, Karma Cut or Creature Swap. Other than those, Enrise was online, and just got to come in and win the game, basically. The other card I had was Valhalla Hall of the Fallen. And I was like, all right, if I draw any of the 3 Ochres left in the deck or the Athena, again, I just out the silver. If I draw either of the no entries, I out it, right? There were, I had a lot of live draws that got me out of that situation. I just didn't draw any. Obviously, so what I pulled this week was the Dark Nephthys. And I was like, okay, I want to use my Dark Nephthys because I've been wanting to get one of these dark boss monsters for a long time. And this seemed like the best shell I could put it in. And like I said, this deck, I think as long as it doesn't brick, does quite well. Like, the downside to this deck is, like, you're not playing 1900 beaters, right? So you get run over by 1900 beaters.
Yeah.
Other than that, this deck is very competent. Like, it can do a lot of what it wants to do. And the other thing is, when you took my silver as well, I had Gateway to Darkworld. So I'm sat there with Gateway, Valhalla, and Sky Scourge, and I'm like, all of these cards do so much if silver's in the graveyard, and you had to take it instead. And again, because I had the Valhalla, so many draws just dealt with it. But unfortunately, I didn't see any of them. Well, yeah, I mean
I was going to side in the Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, and I decided against it. I only sided in the 1 DD Crow, and I ended up creature swapping it instead of using it.
Well, speaking
of
Imprisoning Mirrors, I think my ban for this week is going to be Light Imprisoning Mirror.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of good light stuff, and you side that every single week, and I think Floodgates are boring. So I think we'll get rid of that so we can actually enjoy ourselves. So we will just say goodbye to Light Imprisoning Mirror.
Okay.
Which I think is quite a healthy ban. I don't think we need more Floodgates. and that will now allow me to play more light strategies without having to second guess every time.
Yeah.